What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more fighting. It looks like Ronda Rousey hints at a possible UFC comeback. I'm on her verified Instagram account. Make sure you guys follow her. And she posted this REEBOK ad with the caption, "Perfect never gets a shot at redemption." So yeah, I'm fine not being perfect. Hashtag perfect never. Hashtag be more human. And then she tagged Reebok. Now, the whole commercial, which I'll put in the link in the description so you guys can watch the full commercial. I can't air it for copyright reasons. She says, perfect never truly gets tested. Perfect never gets to silence its critics. Perfect never gets a shot at redemption. So yeah, I'm fine not being perfect. So the whole ad is this perfect movement, which is a possible sign that she has come to grips with her Holly Holm knockout loss. She was in a fight where she had reached the pinnacle. She was in movies and UFC press tours. She was a star when she went out to Brazil, and it all came to a screeching halt when she lost to Holly Holm in a shocking fashion. Not only did she lose, she lost via dominant fashion. She was losing on the stand-up strike game, and then she ended up getting knocked out, kicked in the head and knocked out in round 2. So since then, she made an appearance on the Ellen DeGeneres show, and she started crying on the show. She said she contemplated suicide, just wanted to have her boyfriend, UFC fighter Travis Brown, who just lost to Cain Velasquez in the first round knockout. She wanted to have his kids, and she's nothing anymore. And it seemed like she was taking the loss hard. And she picked up some weight in the paparazzi photos and in recent pictures. In fact, I did a video about it, which it turns out that video went viral. If you search it, Ronda Rousey shocking weight gain after KO loss. And I give it to you guys real on the channel. The funny thing is, after I made this video, like I said, it went viral. So you see it has over 600,000 views and whatnot. And the funny thing is, somebody sent me this. They wrote an article about my video saying I was a body shammer. Like, what? I didn't shame her or sham her body. If you guys click on the video, I just spoke my mind. I didn't say anything about her body. I don't really give a fuck what she looks like, to be honest, because at the end of the day, it has nothing to do with me, what her body looks like. But you guys can click on the video. The video's still up. I was merely making an observation based on what I've seen, like I always do. And the only other thing I said was that I believe that Ronda Rousey will have a more difficult time than Conor McGregor bouncing back. Conor McGregor wasn't knocked out. If you look at it, Conor McGregor and Ronda Rousey were in the same echelon, but they were just two different genders. They're in the same sport, and they had the same demeanor. Both good trash talkers, selling fights, good big events. They were the UFC's biggest star. One was a guy and one was a girl. Difference is Conor McGregor held his own in that first round and maybe gassed out, punched himself out, and he ended up submitting to Nate Diaz at a weight where he jumped up 2 weight divisions. Ronda Rousey, she lost to Holly Holm, a girl in her weight division, after she talked a lot of shit about Holly Holm. So that's a little bit different. And in that video, that's the only thing I said, was I think Conor McGregor will have more of a willingness to bounce back, because again, he was holding his own in that first round versus Nate Diaz. And I'm from Northern California, so I was happy that Nate Diaz won. I'm just calling it how I see. Ronda Rousey, she seemed like she was taking it a lot harder, crying. She was crying on her Ellen DeGeneres show and stuff like that, and saying I'm nothing anymore. And I think Ronda Rousey especially is the type of fighter where part of her strengths was her confidence. She knew she was a badass when it comes to jiu-jitsu, and she was great with the armbar. As a result of that, it maybe went to her head and she started feeling invincible. She was getting a lot of praise, and I still feel the same way. And she went in with the Holly Holm and bit off more than she can chew. Maybe she wasn't as disciplined. I also, actually, me personally, I think this was one of the fights that Ronda Rousey's confidence grew more than her discipline, if you will. And what I mean by that is Ronda Rousey went in there and she didn't submit Betch Correa via armbar. She went in and knocked her out. And I think that kind of built up like, oh, these girls can't test me. And she started feeling herself as a result of what she did here. She didn't have to rely on judo or jiu-jitsu or armbar or anything. She went out there and had a stand-up fight, and she believed in her stand-up skills a lot more than what they are. And when she fought Holly Holm, it just didn't play out like she wanted to. But that's the difference. Styles make fights, and Holly Holm is an experienced boxer. That's her pedigree. Betch Correa is not the same. You know what I'm saying? It's completely different, actually. So that's the thing. I think Ronda Rousey became a victim of her own success, started feeling herself a bit more. Looks like he's looking at her butt. But that's what it is. So we'll see if she can come back. If she does, great. Let me know what you guys think. I think the bantamweight women's division, the belt has been passed around like a blunt or hot potato, so it'll be interesting. A lot of interesting fights. I think the best stylistic matchup would have been Miesha Tate if she was able to hold on to her belt, because Miesha Tate is a girl she's already beaten twice. But now that Amanda Nunes has the belt, it's going to be very interesting, because again, I don't think Ronda Rousey has the greatest stand-up game. I don't think it's good. I think she needs to rely on what works for her. And Amanda Nunes can bang. She's a striker. You've seen she ran through Miesha Tate in that last UFC 200 card. So it's not a good look to stand up and trade with Amanda Nunes. And now that she's the champion, I'm sure her confidence has grown. But there's a lot of great fights. Miesha Tate just lost. The belts have been traveling. Ronda Rousey to Holly Holm to Miesha Tate to Amanda Nunes. So that belt has been moving. And it'll be interesting to see how Ronda Rousey bounced back, how mentally prepared she is. But you got to love it to want to climb back to the top. And this Reebok commercial maybe is a sign that she's feeling it. Maybe she feels it's her time to come back. I'm not sure. But it looks like that might be an indication that we might see Ronda Rousey back in the near future. But a lot of good fights. Like I said, Amanda Nunes, even a Holly Holm fight. A lot of people, because of what happened to Miesha Tate, you can't do that. Triangle theories don't work because it's a stylistic thing. Holly Holm is a good striker. Miesha Tate got her out and suffocated her, basically. So it's going to be interesting, and there's no guarantee that Ronda Rousey will be able to beat Holly Holm. That's a person, especially a person who knocked you out, their confidence should definitely be there because they hold a victory over you. And that's just kind of how the game goes. And then, like I said, you have Amanda Nunes, you have Chris Cyborg, who just recently came over to the UFC. A lot of great options for Ronda Rousey, but it's just going to be based on what she has up top mentally. And if all that stuff she said in the Reebok commercial is true, and she's content not being perfect, your record is now blemished, you have a loss, and it's basically going to be how you bounce back from that. So let me know what you guys think. Drop in the comment section, share the video, like the video as always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego signing off.